Disney Cruise Line is in the news today as they came out with some new vaccination requirements for children on board their cruise line. Also, we're going to touch on celebrity cruises as they just began cutting steel on a brand new ship. And the venerable Richard Fain was involved, so of course we have to cover the story. Now you might notice I'm not in the home studio, I'm spending a perfect day at Coco Cay, and I thought what better time than to bring you new news coming out for the adults only area that's going to be installed here very soon at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Now all of you are probably familiar with Shaquille O'Neal, but do you know his mom, Lucille O'Neal? Well, she's in the news as well. I'll tell you the full story coming up. And we have some cancellation news to report for Carnival Cruise Line, so you don't want to miss that. All this coming up on Midships. Hey, welcome to the Midships YouTube channel. I'm your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. And I'd like to welcome you to a fabulous venue here aboard Odyssey of the Seas. This is the 270 Theater here. I'm actually booked tonight to go to a show called The Book. And if you might notice behind me that some of the actors and actresses in this show, they're actually warming up. So you might see some pretty cool things going on in the background. I tried to find you guys a cool spot to watch the Midships episode today. Now, this cruise has been super eventful, and I want to give you just a short update before we hop into today's cruise news. I've actually had the pleasure of running into a couple of other YouTubers here aboard the cruise ship, some people that you probably have heard of. I ran into EECC Travels just on a whim. We were actually sitting there at El Loco Fresh having tacos. Let me tell you guys, if you've never seen their channel, I would highly recommend it. They do some absolutely fantastic travel videos. Their editing is by far and away better than that I am doing. So give them a check out. I'll go ahead and leave a link to their channel down in the description below this video. And also the man, the myth, the legend. I actually had the pleasure of dining with Tony from La Lido Loca at Chop Steakhouse the other night. When we boarded the ship, our rooms are sort of down the hall from each other. We actually ran into each other, bumped into each other in the hallway. And it was one of those moments where it's like, you see somebody, you know them, you've never met them before. But hey, Tony, it was great to have dinner with you. Can't wait to maybe hit the craps table with you later on today. So let's go ahead and hop into the cruise news. And what better way to start than with what's behind me, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. In a story from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com by author Matt Hochberg, we're going to read a little section here about Hideaway Beach. A new expansion to Perfect Day at Coco Cay will bring an adults-only area to the private island. And in a quote from an executive with Royal Caribbean, he says, "One of the things we've heard from a segment of our guests is that they want an adults-only experience on the island." The executive, named Mr. Schneider, confirmed that the new area will be complimentary to guests. And he said the following, "We haven't announced it publicly yet, but I'll tell you that it's going to be complimentary." The article goes on to say the Hideaway Beach expansion is just one idea that Royal Caribbean has for the future of the island. According to the executive Schneider, the cruise line also has a much larger ambition for the private destination. As to when Hideaway Beach might open, it's not yet certain, but it's looking to be late 2022. And as usual, the information coming from Royal Caribbean Blog is absolutely fantastic and the best. I tell you what, Matt Hochberg over there does a wonderful job. Okay, so let's keep things within the Royal Caribbean Group umbrella, and we're going to take a look at an article coming out of Cruise Critic about celebrity cruises and a brand new ship that just received her name. From cruisecritic.com by Fran Golden, Celebrity Cruises names fourth Edge-class ship the Celebrity Ascent. Celebrity Cruises is looking upward with its latest ship name, Celebrity Ascent. It's expected to debut in early 2023 as the line's fourth Edge-class vessel. Ascent will be a sister ship to the Celebrity Edge and this year's newest ship, the Celebrity Apex, which recently launched on her first Caribbean season. And a follow-up ship is due next year, the Celebrity Beyond, which will make her debut in late April. The Edge class of ships have groundbreaking features like infinite verandas, with the upper half of the wall being windows that open up at the push of a button inside your stateroom. And who could forget the magic carpet ride, that giant floating platform that will ride all the way down to the waterline and then all the way up to the top deck. And I'd like to read for you a quote from Richard Fain, the chairman and CEO of the Royal Caribbean Group. He said, "The name of the new ship is very apropos as the industry rebounds, but also as Celebrity continues to lead the industry as an unmatched new luxury brand cruise line." And the puns continue on here with the name of Celebrity Ascent. Richard Fain continued, "Celebrity Ascent will take the industry to new heights as it pushes the boundaries of what people can expect on a ship and how they can experience it. So congratulations to Celebrity Cruises on their newest vessel, the Ascent. We can't wait to go ahead and book on board in the coming year or two. Now let's go ahead and keep rolling on with brand new cruise ships, because MSC has something new up their sleeve as well. In an article from cruiseindustrynews.com entitled "New MSC Seascape Floats Out at the Fincantieri Shipyards," MSC Cruises today celebrated the float out of a new ship, the MSC Seascape, at the Fincantieri shipyard in Italy, a traditional event as the ship owner and shipbuilder of the new vessel come together to witness the ship touch the water for the very first time. MSC Seascape will be delivered in November of next year, the second Seaside Evo-class ship to enter MSC Cruises' fleet, and the fourth vessel in the line's highly innovative Seaside class. The executive chairman for MSC Cruises was quoted as the following. He said, "We have continued with our ambitious new build plans in spite of the pandemic, and today is a double celebration for MSC as our next flagship, the Seascape, has floated out into the water, simultaneously as her sister ship, the MSC Seashore, was officially named at our private island, Ocean Cay Marine Reserve." And I know a lot of you out in the Midships audience will notice the name of that private island, Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. Of course, I've been there a couple times in the past month, and I'd like to show you a little bit of the video that I took while I was on the island. I think last week I was there on MSC Divina, and we were met there with a fantastic sunset, followed by a late night party on Lighthouse Beach. All right, and from the high highs of new ships, we're gonna have to go to the low lows, and that's because there is a cancellation coming due for Carnival Cruise Line. Let's learn a little bit more from cruiseradio.net. By Doug Parker, Carnival Sunrise to be pulled for maintenance in 2022, resulting in 4 canceled sailings. Guests who were booked on the Carnival Sunrise from Port Miami next spring will now have to make other plans. The ship will be headed into dry docks in late April, forcing the line to cancel 4 sailings from April 23rd through May 21st of 2022. And as most of you are probably aware by now, Carnival is rebranding all of the ships in their fleet with that brand new red, white, and blue livery to match the newest vessel in their fleet, the Carnival Mardi Gras. After becoming famous for all the wrong reasons back in 2013, the Carnival Triumph underwent a $200 million makeover in the year 2019 and was transformed and reborn into the Carnival Sunrise. A lot of you might remember the fire that happened on the aft of the vessel in the engine room aboard the Carnival Triumph, and also, unfortunately, she also became known as the Poop Cruise. So that's just, it's a little bit of cruise humor here to lighten your day as we're talking about cancellations. Part of the enhancements to the vessel included a brand new Alchemy Bar, Red Frog Rum Pub, Limelight Lounge as part of the new Sunshine class of vessels. The ship will join the Carnival Sunshine, formerly the Destiny, and the Carnival Radiance, formerly the Carnival Victory. And while we're talking about the Carnival Radiance, let's move on to a story about Shaquille O'Neal and his very philanthropic mother, Lucille O'Neal. From thepointsguy.com by Ashley Kosciolek. Shaquille O'Neal's mother is named the godmother of a Carnival cruise ship. Carnival has named Shaq's mom, Dr. Lucille O'Neal, the godmother of their newest vessel in its Sunshine class. Dr. O'Neal is an author, public speaker, and philanthropist who dedicates much of her time to charitable organizations, in addition to her position as a board member of the Orlando Ovarian Center Alliance and president of Mothers of Professional Basketball Players. Shaq, who has served as Carnival's CFO, Chief Fun Officer, for several years, has a large presence throughout the fleet, particularly on the line's newly built Mardi Gras, which boasts Shaq's Big Chicken, a free onboard restaurant that offers some of the best chicken the author's ever tasted. Dr. O'Neal will be in attendance for Radiance's naming ceremony on December 13th in the port of Long Beach in California, and she'll also help Shaq cut the ribbon on his second Shaq's Big Chicken at sea. So Carnival Cruise Line doubling down on the O'Neal family. Congratulations to Dr. Lucille O'Neal as the newest godmother of a brand new, well, kind of brand new, Carnival ship. Now it's time to talk about the Disney Cruise Line because they are making big headlines right now, and it's something that you need to know about. From Fox 35 Orlando, Disney Cruise Line to require passengers 5 and older to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Let's dig a little deeper and see when this takes effect. Disney Cruise Line announced Wednesday that it will start requiring all passengers aged 5 and up to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 prior to sailing. In a statement on their website, Disney Cruise Line said the new rules begin January 13th, 2022. And we have a quote here from the website. Currently, Disney Cruise Line continues to require all vaccine-eligible guests, based on U.S. eligibility requirements, to be fully vaccinated against COVID, as defined by the U.S. CDC at the time of their sailing. This will be a requirement for all guests age 5 and up for sailings beginning January 13th of next year. Guests who are not vaccine eligible because of age must provide proof of a negative COVID test result taken between 3 days and 24 hours prior to their sailing date. Guests aged 5 through 11 may complete this testing requirement in lieu of being fully vaccinated for sailings that depart before January 13th. Guests 4 years of age and under must complete the testing requirements, as stated previously. The cruise line's policy changes taking place in January are just a few months ahead of the brand new ship, the Disney Wish, which is slated to begin operations next summer. Regarding the new vaccine policy, there's no word on what happens to families who are already booked but don't plan to vaccinate their children. So like I've been saying for the past 4 to 6 months, the vaccine requirement for anyone eligible to be vaccinated, including children, is going to be coming to all the major cruise lines. Just bide your time. Disney is going to be the first domino to drop. I would imagine in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see the likes of Carnival, Royal Caribbean start to think about a similar situation on board their vessels going into next year. Now remember, if you want to make sure your children are vaccinated in time to be eligible for cruising mid-December into early January, it's actually time to go ahead and start getting that first round because of the 30-day waiting period, as well as the 14-day waiting period after your second dose. So if you're planning to cruise in January, you're going to need to get things taken care of within the next week or two. If you're enjoying this type of timely cruise news content, why don't you go ahead and do me a big favor, look down below this video and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. While you're down there, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button if you love cruising as much as we do here at the Midships channel. I'd like to say a big warm welcome to all the new followers we've received in the last few days from shoutouts on other YouTube channels. Welcome to the Midships family. We are so glad to have you aboard. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel today, and until tomorrow, we'll see you on the Midship.